Hello, I'm Maxwell, and I help teach young men purpose in life. Today, I wanted to talk about never losing hope. Life can sometimes be rough. We can be lost. We can be in this world with no purpose and no idea, and we get beaten down and put into this pit of despair where we think, what is going on with my life? Do I have anything working for myself? And we are faced with depression. We're faced with the idea of ending it all. It's a gruesome reality, but that is, well, it's the truth. As young men, we need to hold on to faith. And I think motivation sure is important, and yeah, it's overrated. But sometimes you gotta preach it. Sometimes you gotta have something in your heart that you work for that gives you hope. The idea that my purpose in life is, maybe it's making a family and I gotta provide for my kids, or I gotta provide for my future self and the prosperity of others. I think of movies, and I love watching more movies, not because I'm a dude, but the idea of the hero. We watched The Last Samurai, and without spoilers, it's all about a grand sacrifice. So in The Last Samurai, Tom Cruise is talking to this samurai leader about war, and this samurai has a good understanding of it. His whole philosophy is the sacrifice, the battle, the defeat, the loss is this grand gesture of the greatness of life. And Tom Cruise talks about Custard. It talks about the 300. All these battles where no matter how shitty life got for these soldiers, is they were willing to put it all on the line and fight, even though they were not going to survive. But they had the veracity and the hope to give out to this final last stand. And sometimes that's the mentality you have to have life. I've had moments in my life where I was frankly depressed. I was suicidal, and I thought to myself, this fucking blows. But I'm going to put all my chips on the board, and I'm going to bet to see if I will win or I will lose. And that is your sign. If life gets bad, if you fail talking to the girls, you get rejected, your business fails, you fail a PR in the gym, guess what? That is glory. That is life. That is the magnificent of it, where you put everything out, and yeah, you get chopped off. You fall down, and yeah, you could fail. Yeah, you could die. Or you can make that your glory and win the next battle. Fight even harder next time. This is motivation to yourself to finally go out there and expose yourself, to never lose hope. I'm frankly the type of guy where I get really distracted easily. I'll be hyper-focused on one thing that overcomes my life, overcomes my greater purpose, and then I have to remind myself with sticky notes on the wall, with my wallpaper that might have my goals written down, to sit down and meditate before I go out through the day to think, okay, why am I even living? What hope do I have? Am I working on my business for money, or is it to better myself and to have prosperity for future generations of my family? Is it so I can help young men better themselves? Why are you fighting? What is your hope? So I wanted to break that down to you today, to just keep the video a little bit longer, is so we get beaten down. We have to remind ourselves to hold on to the deepest realizations of why we are doing this self-improvement. Because we get distracted, we get obsessed over a girl, we break our hearts, or we get hyper-focused that, guess what, life doesn't go your way always. What actionable steps can you do? Life can be extremely draining, and you think to yourself, Max, this is cool that you're like, all right, fight for your family, fight for your bloodline, blah, 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 motivation. But I'm drained. I don't have a capacity for motivation. And that, for me, is, as long as you have a mind, as long as you have an idea in your head, a consciousness that you can control, you can always find the will to do anything. I've been beaten down. I've been drained. I felt exhausted after a 40-hour work week, and then I have all these side gigs to do. Guess what? No matter how beat up you are, if this idea of being a man is the willingness to dig your boots deep into the ground, then do so. Work without emotion. Work fueling yourself by the depression, by the hate, by the gruesome. Play in your head that I'm my own Rocky montage. And though I'm suffering right now, at the end of this montage, I'm going to have prosperity. I'm going to have my goals achieved. I'm going to do the work even though I don't feel like it. So look to the stories of your ancestors, what battles they fought, what deeds they did. Like even my father, I think of all the bullshit that he had to go throughout his life. That's nothing compared to mine. Of course, when you think about that, you can beat yourself up because, oh, I'm nothing compared to other people. But you fight your own battles and you win at your own costs. So, throughout all the concepts in this video, never lose hope. Because as shitty as the shit tunnel gets when you're swimming in shit, it comes to an end. It clears up. It becomes clean, nice. And so what if your life fucking sucks for a few years? Do everything you can to better yourself. To not live on some false hope, but realize the mini goals that you have, the actual steps you can do, and the progress you see along the way. And yeah, it helps to have some reasons why you walk a little faster than usual, why you do the hard work a little bit better than last time. So remind yourself of that stuff. Again, I'm Maxwell, and I want to teach young men purpose in life. So we'll go out there with your own meditation of why you are doing such, and conquer the day. Again, like and subscribe for more videos like this. I will see you on the next one.